Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we've got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Smith. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he stopped immediately there. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now a carry for Sanders. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school at one of my offensive line.
Birds fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
First down. It's Gibson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Come on, dog!
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle by Avonte Maddox.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Jeffrey with a catch left side.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Sanders. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Forced out to his left. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we have the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now, it's game on.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Hurts. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Sanders toss left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. it a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Smith on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Isaiah Wright, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. The final shot here before break. Smith looking for Inman deep. And that will be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Finding his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That's complete right around the 8. Not a a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Travis Fulgham, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your pro? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on third down, Smith. This one complete. It's Isaiah Wright. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Isaiah Wright, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. Smith throwing again. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They snap it to Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. From the gun, here's Smith. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
That one good for 33 and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check. 53 slide. Check. 53 slide. Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Smith. And right with it here over the middle. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith being chased out left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
57 to Mike.
On 1st down, Smith. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.